Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you had a good Easter and ready to get back to work and learn some new things this week. And you know, before we got out for our spring break, we were saying our Pledge of Allegiance every day. So I have a flag here today, so I'm going to stand up, and I want you to stand up with me, and let's say the Pledge of Allegiance, okay? Remember, put your right hand over your heart, and let's look at the flag and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And then we sit down. Now this week, we're going to be talking about the letter V. There's capital V and little v, and this is Vicky Vulture. And we have a song that goes with Vicky Vulture, so let's sing it. You listen and sing along with me.
V.
Vicky Vulture, Vicky Vulture, V says V, 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 V. Violin and vegetables, Valentine and violets, V says V, 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 V. And so we're going to be talking about the letter V this week. Vicky Vulture is the name of this bird right here. It's the little one, the little baby one, and we'll talk about her some more tomorrow. We're also going to talk about a new number this week. We're going to talk about the number 15 this week. And so we finished our Bible stories after we got through with our Easter story. So I'm going to get to pick out some favorite stories that we've already heard, but it's always fun to hear them again. So today I picked the one about the little boy that brings his lunch and Jesus feeds the 5,000. And I'm reading from the Jesus Storybook Bible. I think you'll like it. There were once 5,000 tired and hungry and probably very grumpy people sitting on a hillside wanting their dinner. They'd come to hear Jesus that day. They came before breakfast, they stayed all morning, all afternoon, and way past dinner. No one had meant to be out there that long, but that's how it was, listening to Jesus, as if time didn't exist. People could listen to Jesus for hours, and on this particular day, that's just what they did. But they hadn't brought enough food. And they couldn't just go and buy themselves a burger and fries to go because, of course, they were in the middle of nowhere with no shops or restaurants. Besides, that kind of food wasn't invented yet. So what would they do? Jesus' friends had an idea. Let's send everyone home for dinner. That was their idea. Let's see what they did. They don't need to go, Jesus said. You can give them something to eat. Did Jesus want them to travel all the way to town and buy food for everyone? Jesus' friends panicked. But we don't have enough money. What food do you have? Jesus asked. Go and see. Now, there was a little boy in the crowd, and he had brought a lunch that his mother had made for him that morning. He looked at his 5 loaves and 2 fish. It wasn't much. Not nearly enough for 5,000, but it was all he had. I have some, he said. And Jesus' friends just laughed when they saw his little lunch. That's not nearly enough, they said. But they were wrong. Jesus knew it didn't matter how much the little boy had. God would make it enough, more than enough. So Jesus said, bring me what you have. And so the little boy gave Jesus his lunch. Jesus winked at the little boy and whispered in his ear, watch. How in the world will Jesus feed everyone with just that? Jesus' friends said, because they thought it was just impossible. But Jesus knew the one who made all the fish in the oceans, and Jesus knew the one who in the very beginning had made everything out of nothing at all. How hard would something like this be for someone like that? So see, there's the little boy, and there's his lunch. Let's see what Jesus does with it. Jesus took the little boy's lunch and looked up to heaven and thanked his Father. Then Jesus gave this little lunch back to his friends. As Jesus' friends started to hand out the food, do you know what? It was the strangest thing. No matter how much they broke off, there was always more, and more, and more. Enough for 5,000 people. Everyone ate as much as they wanted. Second helpings, third helpings, even fourth helpings, until they were full. And still there were leftovers. Well, Jesus did many miracles like this. Things people thought couldn't happen, that weren't natural. But it was the most natural thing in all the world. It's what God had been doing from the beginning, of course. Taking the nothing and making it everything. Taking the emptiness and filling it up. Taking the darkness and making it light. So Jesus took a little boy's lunch and fed all of these people. 5,000 is a lot of people. And that's what he did with the little boy's lunch. So I'll be getting to read different stories to you that I probably already read to you, but it's always fun to hear them again. But there's one more thing I want to do or to say before I go. Is someone has a birthday today. It's Mary Allen's birthday today. So let's sing happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mary Allen. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have a great day, Mary Allen. I hope everyone else has a great day. Bye. I love you.